Yo, what's up, y'all? We out here in Youngstown, Ohio, and we have the yo, and we have I don't want to say fan, but one of the people who view my my YouTube channel, and his name. What's your name, sir?
My name is JP.
JP, and he wants to tell me, like, you know, his story about how he became an atheist, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, go ahead, homie.
Well, to be honest with you, this whole thing is really just an extended process, you know, and it pretty much started out the same way everyone was. I can't say everyone because, you know, there are certain people that are brought up in secular families, so on and so forth and everything, but me personally, I was brought up in a Roman Catholic family, you know, come from a long line of that and everything. My mom was a catechism teacher and all that. Drove my ass to fucking catechism classes.
Damn.
Wednesday and everything, so.
So you had to do like the wine and the crackers or whatever.
The wine and the fucking bread wafers and all that bullshit and everything. Yep, I had to do that shit. But yeah, the thing is, first of all, I never was really interested in religion. It always seemed kind of peculiar to me and everything. Like most people that I know as atheists have actually read the Bible from page 1 to the end and everything, but me personally, the whole thing that was really just getting me was the shit that I would not see on a normal everyday to day basis, like virgin births, fucking people living in fucking Wales and shit.
Yeah, man, that shit sound crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
like, if you, I mean, I might sound cool when you, like, you know, you're a child and shit, but you know, if you're an adult, like, how can you just believe, like, okay, you know, someone lived in a whale for like a month. You know, someone, you know, like someone was their own daddy. You know, it just sounds stupid to me, you know?
Yeah, it was like, that shit just makes no fucking sense and everything and shit. And to be honest with you, the whole idea of that, because there was a period in time in my early adolescence where I kind of believed that shit since that's what I was surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea that this shit that was starting to not make sense to me actually kind of fucking scared me at first. I would like be having fucking nightmares and shit at night, you know, fucking in my bed, like, what if I die? What if I turn to nothing? What if nothing happens and shit? You know what I'm saying? I always questioned it, and it got to a point where my mom would have fucking Finding Jesus books on my fucking bed as soon as I fucking came home from school.
Oh, she had put them there?
Yeah, they would just randomly be fucking laying there and shit, bro.
Oh, well, throw that on the ground. Where the Maxim magazines at?
Nah, I use the internet for that shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, anyways, you know, I would read chapter to chapter, but the shit just still wouldn't make sense and everything, but for some reason I would still go along with everything and stuff because it was just what I viewed as normal. But there was actually, my first encounter talking to an atheist was actually a science teacher in 7th
That's
grade.
where it starts, man.
It really is, man. And I asked him why he believed what he believed and what he believed. He said, I was like, what happens when you die? He's like, nothing. The shit just fucking baffled me.
Holy shit, he's brainwashing our children, man.
The shit just fucking baffled me and everything and stuff. I was like, nah, I can't believe in that and everything. I mean, to be honest with you, I was running from the idea that I was thinking, you know, this shit actually might be fucking true and everything.
Bro, hold on, time on, bro. I don't get how, like, if you have your music on loud as shit, you get a noise violation, but you have church bells going off that's like loud as fuck.
Hey,
and you
peep game right here. We have the public library, aka the Church of Atheism. Right here, we have the Church of Nonsense and Bullshit. You know, ain't that some shit? And this is on a fucking college campus property.
That's crazy.
That shit should be away from fucking college campuses in my mind. But back to my story. So when he said that and everything, kind of like, you know, it really like hit me hard. I kind of didn't want to believe it, but I kind of was believing it at the same time. But I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna ignore this shit. Fast forward a few years, I moved to San Diego, California, and at first I was living in a predominantly Asian community and everything. And if most of y'all are not hip to it, a lot of Asian cultures are known to be very secular and everything. A lot of times due to like communist regimes and everything. While I will say that communism in and of itself was not a good thing. I bet the intention of putting atheism on the people was definitely a positive notion and everything. But either way, my friend, his family was from China and everything. He would always talk about atheism, and we'd always get in these discussions and everything.
See, some foreigners, bro, just corrupting our youth, man.
Corrupted our youth. Hey, I guess I'm corrupted. I guess the demons have entered me, you know, according to these actions and shit. But yeah, so, you know, I basically just started to see a lot of things just weren't making sense. Like, for example, if we got an almighty, all-powerful, loving God and shit, why the fuck are there starving children in the world?
Cause you gotta go to football games and you know, he gotta decide who wins, bro.
With Tim Tebow and everything.
Yeah, you know, what is that, deflagging?
Deflategate.
The Deflategate, yeah.
He had to save Tom Brady's ass, save his dollars.
Exactly, but he ain't saved Johnny Manziel though.
He ain't saved Johnny.
Hell nah.
You know, all that motherfucker was doing was just sipping some fucking liquor and shit. No, but they fucking tore him up for that. You know? It's crazy, you know? But first, I started just by leaving Christianity, but one thing that happened in the meantime was I was actually in the confirmation process, and I was having doubts at the end.
How old were you when you had your confirmation?
I was actually 18 years old.
You know, my girlfriend, she was there. She used to be a Catholic until like we basically read the Bible, like portions of it, and she became atheist too. And like her pops told me like she had to do all these like confirmations and sacraments and all that stuff.
Yeah, I had to do all that shit too. Like one part, they did this little test to like show us why we're supposed to be Christians. In one part, they put some fucking vinegar on the fucking what's it called? A Q-tip, right?
Yeah.
And they had us taste it. And they're like,
it's weird as fuck.
They're like, what do you taste? I said, the shit I put on my sub sandwiches. And then they're like, that's not exactly the answer we're looking for and everything. They're like, it's supposed to be the bitterness that was felt by Jesus when he was going through this whole process.
That's some weird shit for
I was like, this shit just don't make fucking sense to me and everything. You know, it really is not. And
tastes
I was
like cooking ingredients.
So my mom had me to have a little meeting with the deacon, and whenever I was asking him questions and everything, he just wouldn't give me a solid fucking answer and shit. And that's all I wanted. It's like
it was a circle jerk roundabout. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just moving around shit. You know, but thing is, I eventually actually did go through my confirmation because my mom's told me that my grandma would be definitely upset and everything. I didn't want her to have a heart attack and have my whole family like, oh, you fucking caused her to die and everything and shit. You fucking traumatized her. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Had a whole fucking shame of the family on me and everything. So I just went through it and everything. But literally, after I went to confirmation, that was the last fucking day I ever went to church. I felt so fucking fake after that shit.
I heard Catholic church was like really boring.
Yes, with a whole bunch of old fucking medieval sounding music and all that crap and everything. Holy, holy Lord. Like,
but hey, so like, have you ever had like a fear of death or something like that?
Like I said, in my earlier stages, I did, but honestly, I just got over it. I'm just like, you know, you only live here once, so one, live your life not in fear, but in caution.
Yeah.
I basically, you know, said, you know, since you only live once, you want to get out in the world and do as much as you can while you're on this time, on this earth and everything. So, you know, basically, I'm into traveling. I love geography and stuff. You know, I basically want to go out, do whatever the fuck it is I can do.
Exactly.
I want to visit every continent and stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to manage Antarctica, but if I can, that would be fucking fantastic and shit.
And I have a question. So, like, in Youngstown, how like, is it like very religious out here? Or, I mean, it's like churches. It looks like.
It pretty much is. I'm not gonna say that there's no secular people. I bumped into a handful. I bumped into a good handful, and there's two that actually go to my school. I'm in trade school and everything for machine tech. But other than that, everybody's very religious, including my family out here. And I've pretty much been shunned by my family out here and shit because I brought up my atheism and everything.
Oh, for real? They don't talk to you no more?
like I have one cousin that I'm close to and everything and stuff that I still get to see and everything. And you know, he works at the Dairy Queen, so he be hooking me up with fucking Sundays and shit like that and everything.
Gotta keep it on the low though.
Yeah. He be hooking me up and everything, and he gives me the company and everything. But there's this one cousin that I had out here that I met for the first time and shit. And I was talking about something about Bill Maher and like how I'd be watching this shit, he'd be really getting me and everything. And then he's like, "Oh, isn't that dude on Fox News?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Nigga, what?
You talking about fucking Bill O'Reilly and shit?" No, fucking Bill O'Reilly. I'm talking about Bill Maher, the dude who did Religulous. He's like, yeah.
Bro, that was like the first like I read the Bible and shit, but I wouldn't really say I was like an atheist. I just didn't know what I was. But like once I watched that Religulous, oh, that shit just
killed everyone.
Bro, it's just
he
like
slaughtered whoever the fuck he came into contact with.
It's like for me to just pretend to believe in anything was like. It's like almost like me being an adult believing like Dr. Seuss or something, or like, you know, like his books or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And that movie fucking changed my life too. And he was like, yeah, that dude kind of sounds like the asshole. I was like, he's not being an asshole. He's just
keeping it 100. Just keeping it 100.
So dude kind of froze up, and he was like, do you not believe in God? I'm like, no, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. And just the whole fucking tone of the conversation changed after that.
You know what? Like a lot of people say like, oh, I'm not really religious, but like they're scared to say like, oh, you're just you just flat out say you're an atheist. It like really freaks them out or whatever. So
yeah, they look at you like, oh my goodness, like they didn't see a fucking demon themselves and shit. Like I can't understand it, man. Like there's a lot of things in this fucking world that really fucking get me.
Like you know, and then it's like in like the black community, you see like a lot of violence, a lot of crime, shit like that, and it's just like, you know, I feel like the religiosity, the hyper religiosity makes people like really complacent with themselves or whatever.
The thing is, man, when you thinking with the religious mind state,
it's like you don't want to change what's around you because you think
someone fucking hits you with some bullshit and everything. You're like, all right, I'm about to go out. I'm about to fucking get this dude and everything. You thinking about killing someone and you in the religious mind state, you thinking, oh well, he's gonna go to heaven or hell anyway. So
yeah, so
where the
like
fuck he's destined to, that's where the fuck he'll go. Me, I don't think that way. I think when you in the dirt, you just in the motherfucking
yeah, like
dirt.
you just like fucking fertilizer for real.
Yeah.
It ain't something like, you know,
blackness, whether you good or bad, whether
like,
you good or evil.
Like when people ask me like, so what do you think happens when you die? And I'm like, well, what happens is that, you know, like if you were born, like I was born in '93, so like, you know, what did it feel like being alive in 1980? Nothing. I ain't feel nothing. It was just it was non-existence, and it's like that's what it's going to be like when I'm dead. It's just non-existence. There's going to be no pain, no nothing. It's just going to be, you're not your conscience is gone. You're just like dead. Like it's not like something that's, oh, you know, you have to say, oh, you fucking go to heaven or paradise or whatever, fucking you get reincarnated into a fucking cockroach or some shit like that. You know, it's like, it's just you're fucking dead, man. And it's like, until proven otherwise, that's what happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, you know, like, basically, like I said, most of my friends and most of the people I kick it with are African American and everything.
And like, you know, they'll say like, oh shit, like, you know, that like atheism, that's just some white people shit for real, you know what I'm saying?
And
like the one video.
The fucked up part about that is, and this is the question to ask, the question I always ask, if your ancestors were not enslaved by Christians, would you be a fucking Christian today?
Hell fucking no.
Would you be a Christian?
Nope.
Like I've had a lot, you know, I have a lot of friends that are actually in the black conscious community.
Well, maybe because there's a lot of missionaries in Africa.
I mean, here's the thing. Nowadays there are.
But you might not be like a Baptist or like some shit like that might be specific towards North America or whatever.
Yeah, now they do. Here's the thing. When it comes to the continent of Africa to begin with, there are only two areas that have naturally had Christians throughout history that didn't have to do with any, you know, pillaging or fucking enslavement or anything like that, and that would be Egypt with the Coptics and everything, and the Ethiopian Orthodox. Those are the only two that are cultures in Africa that are inherently Christian. Other than that, no. When you talk about sub-Saharan Africa, during the time in which.
Oh yeah, it was give us your gold and we'll give you Bibles.
It was they practiced something called voodoo, which is basically like spirituality.
Like Pocahontas shit and
It was
whatnot.
more like a pantheist spirituality. For example, they worship things that they could see, like the sun, animals, nature.
I mean that's a little better than like worshiping shit you can't see though.
Yeah, gods to them were ancestors. People who passed on knowledge that lived within the culture forever. That was the eternity that they were speaking of and everything. Fucking white people came in, took their asses, brought them to America and everything, and you gotta imagine this shit right here. Imagine this. Imagine that you fucking enslaved this dude.
Shit, I shit in my slave master's food and everything for real.
Yeah.
I'd be like Django Unchained for real.
But this dude who just was fucking whipping you and treating you horribly, comes over with this book. He's like, all right, you're supposed to read this shit and fucking believe in it. And you skimming through the pages, like, talking snakes, virgin births, both holding every kind of animal, both sexes and everything. Man, this shit's some fucking bullshit and everything. Get this out of my face.
Just like, how can you believe? Like, how can people believe that? One boat fit every fucking animal or like one boat fit every animal like on the planet. And like these niggas was like 600 years old. That shit sound fucking dumb to me.
I don't know.
But now like atheists, those people, they're the crazy ones.
No, we're the crazy ones. But yeah, so it's like they must have read this shit and be like, man, you're fucking crazy. But of course, the slave masters being as evil and vindictive as they are, you're gonna believe in it now.
Down south though, they weren't really slaves. They're just like friends with benefits or something. Yeah, you ever see like those history books down south where they try to like change history and say like slavery wasn't too bad and
that's the thing. Another thing is like I know that in one of your videos and stuff, and you were talking with a dude about feminism and shit. That dude with the fucking white male T-shirt and everything and shit. But they were talking about something like white guilt. I know you and him may not personally believe that white guilt is a good thing, but I'm sorry, I got that shit.
I mean, like honestly, bro, like I don't want like white. It's complicated with me because I'm not like one or the other. Because I think that on one hand we have to acknowledge that our this country used to do some really fucked up shit.
And was basically built on
like
enslavement
oppression,
of one race and
slavery.
The genocide of another,
but then like I think we should acknowledge that and like try not to repeat ourselves and. Do and like try to correct the wrong. But on the other hand, like white folks today, they ain't really had shit to do with that. You know what I'm saying? There might be some benefits for them now because like maybe like hundreds of years of certain benefits might have just been given to them, and now it's starting to like become more and more like everyone's treated equally. But it's just like I don't want to say like it's one or the other because it's annoying when I have like a white friend. Like I know there's one dude. He's in one of these groups. I mean, he's always like apologizing for white people. I'm like, nigga, you ain't done shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got more money than you, and it's like, you're apologizing for like, you're acting like you're oppressing me. Like,
I mean, I know I've never done anything personally in my life, but basically ever since reading history and just feeling fucked up about that shit, I've done my best to get rid of anything involved with white people that has had his hands in racism and oppression. And one of the biggest fucking things is religion.
Oh yeah, exactly.
One of the biggest fucking things is religion.
Sunday morning is one of the most segregated times in our country.
Hell yeah. Like, you gotta think, if Christianity was really about love and peace and everything, don't you think that the churches would be integrated by this time? Oh, they're still fucking segregated.
Churches are about making money.
Like, that should tell you a lot in and of itself. That should tell you a lot in and of itself.
So, like, but like, I don't know, man. Like, and then like, you have a lot of people who are just like, it's like, I see this a lot on the college campus where people, they have everything, given to them. Like, they come from really nice environments. Mm-hmm. And it's like, they feel like they're oppressed or whatever. So, like, you have this, like, Starbucks feminist active, like, it's just like, being a
fucking bullshit.
I mean, at one point, it was for treating people equally.
The first and second wave. Yeah, let me correct myself. Third wave feminism is complete fucking bullshit.
Like microaggressions, and it's just like, you know, if someone slaps someone's ass, yeah, you know that's sex and that's harassment. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they get mad over, like, I mean, I've known people, you know, that, and like I made a long ass video why I'm not a feminist, and it's like, you know, there's these a couple of people who I'm no longer friends with, and you know, they like, I remember I was driving with them and they got pissed off when I mentioned that they came up with an invention where, you know, there's nail polish that would detect date rape drugs, and it's like, wow, that can really prevent, you know, someone from being a victim of a crime. And they're like, why do we have to live in a society where, you know, we have to work like wait women have, like, because it's like, you know, I lock my fucking doors because people break into houses. I don't go through, like, you know, a bad, let's say bad part East Cleveland because I don't want to get shot at. It's just like you know, I don't leave my car in New Jersey because I don't want to get stolen. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's like certain things, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't want to. Yeah, like, and it's like, to them it's just like they grow up in these environments, like, you know, of, oh, you know, they come from like a really rich household, whatever, and it's like they're shocked when they come to the city. It's like, oh shit, people actually have to, like, you know, look over their shoulders and shit.
They just ain't used to it. They ain't fucking pampered and shit. You know,
and you can't fucking teach a rapist, like, you know what I'm saying, like
it is what he is, how he is.
I mean, there was a conference at Akron where, like, one of my friends went to, and he said that they got pissed off at one of the speakers who's a YouTuber, and I forget what her name is, but she said that you know, she interviewed rapists or whatever about, like, you know, why do rapists rape or whatever, and basically she said that you know, do they know what consent is, and they said, yeah, we know what consent is, but we don't care. And like, here they go, like, saying, oh, well, if you just teach boys not to rape and what consent is, you want to get rid of it. It's like, it's just fucking.
They ain't gonna fucking change them. That's a fucking
you know what I'm saying?
disorder.
Like, motherfuckers is like,
you cannot cure a mental disorder.
Like people breaking the houses, they know that shit wrong. They just do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's not that they don't know what right from wrong is. It's just they're fucking, like, fucked up people. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. One thing that the term that feminists always throw around very frequently is rape culture. This ain't no motherfucking rape
America
culture. You
does
want
not.
a rape culture?
Go to fucking Saudi Arabia, man.
Jinx, you owe me a fucking soda.
Nah, but for real, bro, like, you know, like, here, like, you know, I know a lot of people who are like criminals, whatever, right?
Yeah, me too.
And like, you know,
I used
fuck.
to be one myself,
Yeah, me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and you ask people, like, oh, you know, what do you think of rape? It's like, fuck, like, if someone raped one of my family, I fucking kill them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just like, that's against the code. And here they go saying, like, oh, you know, like, rape is so accepted. It's like, dude, even the people in our society who are, like, you know, criminals say that, yeah, rapists are fucking, like, despicable ass people. But, you know, it's just, just fucking can't stand, like, people like that. But
like, it's crazy to call it a culture. Of course, rape is a fucking problem, and of course, it's, you know, something that always needs to be addressed. Motherfuckers need to get thrown in the can forever.
Yeah.
Get throw their ass in the can forever.
Like, someone raped my mom, my sister, and my girl, I'm fucking blowing. I'm shooting them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like
off tops. It's like
throwing their ass off a bridge or something, for real.
That's what it is, you know. But I'm gonna tell you like this, like, feminists put it in people's minds that men are inherently driven to rape.
Fuck
and
that
it's
shit.
Not like that.
I have a mom and a sister and a girlfriend. I got, like, you know,
I
like,
got a mom and a sister too.
Like, you know, aunts, like, you know.
I used to check every one of my sister's dudes she brought over until she turned 18. When she turned 18, I was like, you know what, you know,
Exactly.
you're an adult now. I can't treat you like a fucking kid and everything. You can do what you gotta do and shit. And like, if you find a dude that breaks your heart or anything like that, like, that's at this point, now that you're an adult, you consensually enter that fucking situation with him. That's just something you're gonna have to fall on your face. That's just something you're gonna have to learn on yourself. But when it comes to something like rape and shit, oh yeah, off of their heads. Enough said.
But you know, like, in the Bible and shit, in the Quran, that shit's okay.
Acceptable.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
They have laws. I forgot, it says something in the Bible like, you know,
like, it's basically you have to marry them if, like, after you rape them.
You
And
have
it's
to
like,
marry them if you rape them.
and then also too, like, in both of those books, like, you have, like, basically genocide where they conquer cities and then, like, they'll just take the women off as well. Like, that, like, you know, when people say, like, Muhammad was the end all be all for fucking morality, but, like, this nigga, he's still, like, you know, like a third century, like, morals and shit. Like, hell no, bro. It's like the people back then was all fucked up, and same with he said. It's nothing, you know, he's not the ultimate, look on morality. He's just he's a pedophile too. Fuck that shit.
He's a fucking
Like
pedophile.
child molested, like
his second wife when she was 9 years.
like that's
fucking
crazy.
old.
Like this nigga buying like wedding gifts from Toys R Us for like Babies R Us for real, like sick as fuck for real. Like that shit's sick to me, bro. Like
that's crazy.
Like
And the
that's
funny
crazy.
thing is, a lot of these feminists will fucking come to the defense of
Like
Islam
fuck out of
and
here,
everything.
fuck
They'll
out
come to the
here with that
defense
shit.
of Islam and everything. It's like, bitch, you realize that this fucking book, it goes against everything you fucking stand for. Everything you fucking stand for, that book goes against. Same with the fucking Bible.
They don't want
to
to offend someone though. That's the problem.
They hypocrites in their own fucking art.
So man, we want to wrap this up. So in Youngstown, tell me about your city though.
When it comes to my city, it really has its ups and its downs and everything. As you
Yeah.
can see, if you drive through some of these neighborhoods and everything, they're very downtrodden and everything. It's a very desolate place in certain areas. And
It looks like it's making a comeback though. A
it's
little
making
bit.
a comeback mainly because of the university. The university itself is basically going to be the economy of the town. This is what it's going to become. It's basically going to be remodeled as a college town. But one thing I hope there is a growing secular community.
Well, like a lot of times college campuses they have like secular communities and whatnot.
Yeah, I hope they get their word out. I hope they put in the work they're supposed to, because I hope for a better educated future. But as you can see, this is a church right here.
Are we in a church parking lot right now?
Fucking campus property and everything. And I hope that these people don't get to the influence of the people on the campus before the secular ones do. I want.
What's a public university? Youngstown State.
Yeah. This is university fucking property. This whole fucking like few blocks and shit. All university property. All part of the Youngstown State University property.
I looked up a case study of Youngstown though, and like they basically like they did an analysis saying that based on population loss, if Detroit was it's like at the same ratio of Detroit or whatever, because like you guys lost about 60-70% of your population.
You got at least somewhere between like 2 to fucking 4 bandos on every block. 2 to 4. It's
because I mean like
derelict out here.
Like because Youngstown thing had like what 200,000 people, now has like 60.
Yes, and that was within a span of let me think. That would be like 55 years.
Yeah. Well, then that's another thing too. Like a lot of people don't want to like acknowledge that it's not just like deindustrialization, etc. But it's also a lot of it's just like white flight. People wanting to move to the burbs.
Suburbanization has ruined so many fucking cities across this fucking country.
Exactly.
Because all the white people get fucking scared, like, oh no, I don't want
like
to
shit. Black folks, we like to
scary minorities and everything.
Yeah,
so
we like to have cookouts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bitches and everything, and then what they realize is they're the ones that supply the main tax force for these cities. So when there's no,
well, I want to say like they were like the main people. But I would say like. They when you lose like 60-70% of your population, that tax base just
it goes out the fucking window.
You can't really retain the same infrastructure. Like Detroit's a humongous ass city though, and then but I'm from Akron. We lost about 100,000 people over about 50-60 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's making a comeback. A lot of projects and shit going on in Akron.
I wouldn't doubt if Akron becomes the bigger city than Cleveland. I know it's on the lake and everything. I know that kind of feeds into a bigger city and a bigger population and everything. But at the same time, when it comes to Northeast Ohio, if there's any city that has anything to offer anybody, it would probably be Akron.
Because I think the problem with Cleveland is it's just a perception of it being like extremely dangerous. Where like Akron, you do have like bad parts, but
it's college town. It's
known for
universities and
like you have like decent neighborhoods,
tires and shit like that.
And Rubber and LeBron for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got a
Go Cavs.
But yeah, like when it comes to Youngstown and everything, like, it's definitely not as secular as when I was living in San Diego.
Hell no, bro. Fucking California, man.
California is...
That's like atheist liberal fucking central, man.
Yeah, you already know.
Shit, but you know what? Like, Ohio's not too bad. Like, when you drive out to like Missouri and shit, and you start seeing like church billboards every like 1/8 of a mile and shit. Yeah, like, bro, like, oh my god, like they build crosses like 500 feet in the air, you know. And then once you get down south, oh my Lord Jesus Christ, man, it's fucking like church after church after church after church after church.
All this idiocity is killing my brain cells. I feel dumber the more I drive through this shit.
But you know, like, honestly, like, and I'm not trying to go on for too much longer, but I think a lot of it too, like with atheism and secularism, is that a lot of people just don't understand, like, they don't understand, or there's just an innate fear of, like, you know, like the doubt of like knowing, like, maybe their religion might not be true, or what they've been told all their life might not be true, and, like, you know, that might be an issue right there or whatever.
I mean, think about it, like, think about how much the media portrays it. They don't put it out there as much on the media.
Like, you know, but, you know,
they know it'll offend the masses of our fucking...
Yeah, because, you know, like when atheists say, like, oh shit, we want to have this, you know, this religious whatever off of public property, they make it seem as if, like, the atheists just like
we're attacking them.
Yeah, the fucking bad guys, you know, like, just, but nah, all we want is, like, to live in a country where, you know, it's secular. People don't have to basically
you have to be in hiding and be fucking rejection. Fucking
because you can be religious and be for secular values, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like there's like what, thousands of denominations of Christianity. What happens if you're not the right denomination, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know.
But man, it's nice talking to you, bro.
It's nice talking to you too, man. It's a pleasure to meet you and shit. Keep doing your fucking videos and everything, you know, you killing the game and everything.
I appreciate your support, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this, if I ever come out in Akron and shit, and we do another one of those little
black atheists in the hood. I really can't say I'm in the hood right now because I'm in a library, but
no, you go
say
to my side, you go to the north side, you go to the east side, you go to the south side. It's like that. It's fucking like that.
Yeah.
You know? But if you bring me out and everything, yeah, I'll join you in that conversation and shit.
Alright, man, you're gonna have to have a lot of patience with these motherfuckers out here.
I know. Trust me. Like I said, I'll be going to fucking barbecues and cookouts and...
Whew!
Oh, Easter. I'll tell you about that when we get off the fucking camera and shit.
Alright.
Oh, man. But, yeah, like, it's something I'm used to. It's something I have great patience with because I understand the situation and why things are the way they are. But, yes, I would definitely love to join you in one of those debates and everything because...
Alright, for sure.
That's just my passion. This atheism is my passion. This way of life. Hey, game. You know.
All right, man. Well, that's all we got for today, folks. And stay tuned. Peace out, y'all. Subscribe, like, comment. All right.